What's up, everybody? Welcome to my first video on this personal YouTube account. Today, I have decided to break down Big Brother talk and really dive into it. This is like 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, I believe. We're really dived into the season so far. It's been great. My fiance thinks it's lacking a little. I could see that from somebody that's not tapped in fully, that's not a Big Brother super fan. But for me, super fans ain't doing that hot. It's the survivor motherfuckers that are doing really well in this game so far. The house is obviously split. Everybody knows, not the name, that the tool shed, that group of people are working together. And the other side of the house, Yash, Lala, Taylor, Melody, Lyric, Mallory, and I feel like Lyric, the tool shed kind of fucks with her. Drew, obviously he fucks with Melody. So those two are kind of flipping in between. But Lyric, don't fuck with her game. On the other side of the house, who really can you trust to do something about the collision course that this tool shed, the Red Corner Alliance, the icons are on? It's really just gonna be Devins and D having to take out Kamu, Charlie, and Chuck, that big three. That's what's gonna have to happen. Because I don't see, I like Yash, but he needs to dip his foot in the water, win an HOH. Barrett and Drew, they're conspiring against the alliance they're in the tool shed. Look where it's about to get Drew's ass. They're conspiring against them, but they're not trying to win an HOH. They're saying, yeah, let's hope somebody else takes them out. Jason would want to take them out. Why don't you win a comp and take them out? Huh? Barrett over there, he's a super fan. But his ass is the worst alliance member ever. He's putting other people on the cross instead of stepping up to the plate. Yeah, Barrett obviously is keeping himself clean. Drew's over there. He's got a damn showmance he's in. And honestly, I fuck with Melody more than Drew. She's over there saying what it is, not being fake. She knows something needs to be done. Will she do it? I don't know, but at least I could work with that. As opposed to Drew, who's over there, hey, what you need me to do this week, huh? Huh, champ? What you want me to do? You want me to do some damage control? Nah, bruh. Your name being brought up. Haley's like, yeah, nah, your name been brought up. And he's like, okay, yeah, I kind of know where this is going. Barrett and Drew are like, fuck this alliance. They're doing us dirty now. They're gonna put us up. Why would you put up an alliance member while they're already plotting against this alliance that they are in the tool shed? On the side, yeah, Jason would put up them. Jason would go after Kamu. Come on. You're being a hypocrite. I don't really trust anybody on this opposite side of the house to do anything about, this collision course that the Tool Shed Alliance is going on. And, they notice, yeah, there's some brinks in that Tool Shed Alliance. They notice Barrett and Drew where they're about to be, and that's why Drew's on the block. I don't like Haley and Kamu. I don't like how they're moving. The decisions they're making is kind of crazy. How they're going about the decisions they're making, they're hypocritical too. They talk shit and then they're calling out people for talking shit. Come on. You want to put Jason on the cross. You want to blow up his game, even though you're going to backdoor Jason. You want to act like, oh, Jason did me dirty, even though you're going to backdoor him. But right now, how things are transpiring, Taylor, Drew, Melody are on the block. I'm not watching the live feeds. I'm not, looking at Twitter. I'm trying to stay off of it. I'm trying to watch it as it happens. I got a Paramount Plus, so my reactions to what happens is going to probably come Friday, if I'm lucky, because, me and my fiance, we watch the show together. Sometimes we get a little behind. We get distracted by life. But if I had to give some predictions for what's going to happen, I think Drew's going to go home. I think one of the two girls is going to win veto, and then one of them's going to win the battle back. I don't think Drew's going to be safe. I think he's going to go home if he's on the block. And I think that makes sense. His social game, he's good with people. Until now, I think he's more of a threat than Melody or Taylor. They're really not doing much of the game. If they could win those competitions, then that's on their resume. But I think Drew's a bigger threat. And with his alliance, them getting out somebody that's conspiring against them makes more sense than getting rid of old Lala or Taylor, who's really not doing shit. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Drew going home makes a lot of sense. It's bad for him, but it's just what's always been the thing in Big Brother. You get too comfortable, you say the game's easy, then you get your ass sent home. You think you're playing on, it's getting easy for me, like that flag football dude. You're making it easy for me. I'm on rookie mode. You get your ass sent home. That's what usually happens. So that's probably what's going to happen this week. Moving forward, right now, how the game's transpiring, this Toolshed Alliance, they're just going to keep getting people out. They're going to keep getting powers. They're going to keep winning HOH. It's not going to be by Chuck. Chuck is not going to do nothing. But Kamu, Devins, D, they're going to keep winning. And honestly, Devins and D don't really have to win. I think the first people who are going to get targeted on their side is going to be Chuck, Kamu, and Haley. That three. They're going to touch a block before D and Devins ever even get considered. And that's how good of a game the Survivors are playing. How are you on Survivor? How do you win Survivor? You come into the Big Brother house and you don't get targeted. It just makes no sense to me. Nobody's even talking about getting rid of them. I could be wrong. The live feeds could tell different, but everybody's trying to get rid of Kamu, the big three, Kamu, Chuck, and Haley, not D and Devins. So that's just really good gameplay by those two. And D is really smart. She knows, all right, I know what to say. I know what not to say. If somebody wants to take control of things for this week, I'm going to let them do them. They want to tell me what they want to do it. I'm not going to put my thoughts out there for everybody to know. I'm not going to put my feelings out there for everybody to know. That's how she gets by. Devins wins every comp, though. Devins is a comp beast. That's why he's going to be safe. And he also has the craziest power so far. Out of the icons, Angela's going to go home first. D and Devins are going to probably make all the way to final 2, just with how good they've been. An underdog right now, I know I'm all over the place, I'm rambling, but an underdog right now for me, 2 underdogs. Well, the 2 people I'm rooting for, they're underdogs because they're up against a lot. Yash and Mallory. Yash, I really need him to lock in. I like the whole playing low key. It works for a little bit, but pretty soon he gonna get in those conversations too. Because they're just getting rid of all the women. All the same people are going to be on the block. Pretty soon you need to do something. Pretty soon you need to win an HOH. Mallory, I think she's very smart. She concerned me with the whole rambling she did to D. I don't know what she was doing with that, but she's smart. Rocket science, they make that whole joke. This ain't rocket science for a reason, because rocket science is a whole ball game. So she's smart as hell with the puzzles, with remembering all the stuff. She's going to win those competitions. When it comes down to get this answer down to the specific number, she's going to be able to get those. I wouldn't be surprised if she wins HOH very soon and then makes a big move. I think her and Yash have the best shot on the other side. Her, Yash, and Taylor are the 3 that I'm looking at to potentially get cooking and start going. That's an alliance that I would want to see formed. I want to see Yash, Taylor, or Mallory start talking to D and Devins. Let's see if we could get something going, see if we could get the ball rolling on a potential alliance. Because pretty soon it's going to come down to the Toolshed Alliance just going after each other. It's going to have to come down to that pretty soon. But I want to see those 3 get the ball rolling, get something going, because I see the traits, those Big Brother winners that have that slow start and then they pick it up. I see some of that in those 3. Mallory probably has the best chance because of all the things I mentioned. But right now, it's been a good season for me because I like Big Brother. I'm going to watch it regardless. Need something to watch while I'm eating dinner. But for somebody that's, barely tapped into Big Brother, like my fiance, she says it's a dead season because it's the collision course for the Toolshed to just go all the way and D and Devins to go to final 2. But Survivor's different. Survivor, that show is different. And you see it this season, how they're operating. They're like, this shit easy. You're making it easy for me. I'm on rookie mode. That's how they're treating this shit. But so far, yeah. I'm rooting for Yash. I'm rooting for Taylor. I'm rooting for Mallory. I'm rooting for those 3. Melody, she's funny, so I'll probably be rooting for her too. That 4, as opposed to anybody else in the game. If I have to root for anybody on the other side, it's probably going to be D and Devins. And that'll be rooting for Kevin Durant and the Warriors, how good they are at these games. But that's my thoughts right now as things currently stand in Big Brother. Think Drew's going to go home. And if I had to guess for the next HOH, an early HOH prediction, I think Mallory wins the next HOH. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. As always, peace. I said, oh, She-Hulk was a good show. I'm like, I was expecting motherfuckers to agree. And they're like, yeah, nobody.